All right, so we want to use this formula that we're given, P is equal to I times R times T, to find how much interest you would earn at 3% over 3 years on $1,000. Now, the first thing we actually want to recognize is that I believe there's a flaw in this equation. It actually should look something like I is equal to P Irt, and I'll add this to the board really fast. And that is different because I and P are switched. And if we think about this, this actually makes more sense because the interest amount is the amount that you initially have, the principal, times the rate at which the interest accrues times the time over which it accrues. And so this equation is the correct equation. I believe this one is actually slightly wrong. Because if you divide R and T out on both sides and I is equal to P over R times T, that is wrong. That is not the correct equation. So we're going to want to be using this one to find the answer to the problem, but that's not an issue. We can do that here, and we can do that by just plugging these numbers in. So let's first identify the terms. The principal, or P, is equal to the amount of money that we initially have, and that is equal to $1,000. That's given to us by the problem. The rate, which is R, is just equal to the interest rate that we are given, and we're going to write it as a 0.03, and this is going to allow us to perform a calculation with the rate instead of leaving it in terms of a percent. And then finally, T, which is usually in terms of years on interest problems, is equal to 3 because the amount of time is 3 years. And so we can just go ahead and multiply all of this out. 0.03 times 3 is equal to 0.09, and 0.09 times 1,000 is 90. So we have our final answer as E is equal to $90. So the key with this equation, or rather this problem, is to correct the equation that we are given here and instead turn it into the interest amount equaling the principal times the rate times time, and then plugging in the numbers that we're given to arrive at our final answer.